Right on. So I'm opening up the room, the space, the energy, the consciousness, and bless those who come onto the Zoom call in the next 10 minutes or next hour and 10 minutes. They may feel the sacredness of this energy, of this consciousness, of this space. May they feel a comfort that is brought to them by the water. Rico is in the room. Rico, put on your camera. Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Try to keep that light from shining on your screen. Yeah, right there's good. Samuel's in the house. We're about to have Brother Samuel getting that camera going. Well, let's get Bunmi, Dr. Bunmi Samola from Nigeria. Every now and then, take a screenshot if you will. Just whenever you think about it. Sam is coming on. Bunmi, there's your face. There, the real Bunmi. Hey, welcome to the call this morning.
Thanks.
All right, so this is the time where you get to make sure your background is looking good. You're feeling comfortable. Take a couple of deep breaths. If you get thirsty, you know what to do. If you get thirsty, chug a little chug of the pee-pee water.
Blessings, brothers.
Blessings to each and every one of you.
You can choose, man. You can choose. Lift it up, brothers.
Excellent. So I've got one hour old urine, and this is my granddaddy. He's 6 months old.
Same. Look the underneath.
Yeah, you got stem cells.
Yeah, brother. It's the best.
That's what's the making of Ormus gold.
That's it. It's like I think it's from April, from 2 weeks of fasting. This is the last part of it.
Excellent. So is that in a spray or is that for you can pour out of it?
No, just drink. I got a cotton in it. So I just sip it.
It's a cover.
Yeah. It's a cover.
Excellent.
Yeah. This one is excellent. Very potent.
Very potent. And very important as well.
Can you hear me, brothers?
Yeah, Sam.
Just don't have a visual on you.
You don't have visual, no?
No, not yet.
How do I get the visual up?
There may be an icon or something you press that has a camera picture on it.
Okay, yeah, I've got it. Start video.
Start. Yes, that would be you. Welcome.
Yes.
Good to see you face to face. What's so amazing is to see not only the caliber and the quality and the integrity of you brothers, you water brothers, but it's nice to see people without a mask on. So thank you.
Yes. Right.
Nobody.
Features.
Never.
No way.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose.
We're waiting for Harry to join our call. So before we get started, what I was doing on my Facebook page was basically transmitting. I asked everybody on the call just to transmit. And now this is Lauren. Lauren is a talk show host. There's Lauren. Hi, Lauren. Welcome to the call. She's connecting on audio. She's a guest. She's a guest. She just showed up. So this will be good. She's the talk show host who's interviewing me on Tuesday.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's good.
So what I was asking everybody to do is transmit love and light to all beings on the planet. We're in the middle of the Great Awakening. We're in the middle of the purification of the unconscious mind that still acts and reacts to what it thinks is real. And the water that we're involved in is the water that can make that big shift internally and externally, personally and planetarily, because this water has the ability to clear everything out mentally, emotionally, physically, in all kinds of ways when you get deeper into using it.
Yes.
Lauren, okay,
Good.
she's there. She's muted. That's good. Harry, where are you, Harry? He's what we were waiting on. And we still got 5 minutes. You want to go over anything?
Not really. You're going to just present some questions to us, and we're just going to have a chance to share our story and our vision of the future. Yeah.
Yes. Phillips. Hello,
Hello.
Phillips. Hi.
Hey, nice to see you for the stage. You okay?
Likewise. Could you, since these are the panel of guest speakers, could you stay on mute for a while?
Yes, we'll do.
Thank you. So how I envisioned this call, and what was the miracle of this call, guys, is that I had this vision drop in 3 days before I contacted everybody. Who did we lose? Boonmi? Does he have to come back on? So I had the vision, and everybody like lined up really fast in a 2-hour window. The time zones were all different. Everything lined up. The Zoom call lined up, and now we're all here. So it seems to be there's an order of everything, and you guys are all here at the most perfect time in human history to be able to bring this message to a broader audience. The reason I asked you guys to come together is for the mission and the message. We all have our unique expression, like Samuel and Rico and Boonmi, we all have and Harry, we all have our unique palette of how we paint urine therapy to the world, and how we teach holistic health and well-being in a way to be a balanced, happy, and free human being. And so with that, I honor each and every one of you for working hard and helping people find their balance in their way home.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Very grateful to be here. I'm just going to get my charger. I'll be right 1 second.
No problem. We got 3 more minutes. Lauren, do you want to throw something in here? Did everybody bring their holy water? You got 3 minutes to go pee and come back. Let's get with the program. We're going to do a dedication to this water. We're going to set the stage for the awakening of humanity to move the veil, the misunderstanding and the misconception about urine being what they were taught it was, to the possibility that their body contains everything, not only the knowingness of your whole journey, but also the medicine which is perfect for you at any given time during your life. Now, wouldn't it be great to know that you never have to look for a cure ever again?
Yeah. It's the best,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, check that off your to-do list. Sam's coming back.
Yeah.
So we're going to do a dedication, then we're going to do the prayer. Did you all get a copy of the Water of Life, the water prayer?
Didn't see that yet. I just moved house second time in like a month, and it's been a bit hectic, so I didn't see the prayer, but I'll be ready for it.
Yeah, I see it. I saw it somewhere. Let me check. It's in the app or what?
Well, you're not going to need it because we're going to do it in a call or response style, just like a kirtan in a chanting group.
Perfect. I saw
I'll say
it somewhere, but
yeah, I probably sent it on Messenger, but that's okay.
okay.
And there's Sam, and Boonmi is coming back. He had to do something. Did he go out back and take a urine massage again? Come back here, Boonmi. You guys missed that video of him 2 years ago. He went to the back of his house and he just did it all over. He was wearing shorts, gave him a full body urine massage. That was when he started teaching. It was great. He might still have it somewhere. Lauren just duplicated herself. There's Boonmi. All right. Let me send something out to Harry. See what happened to Harry.
Harry just said he's coming on in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, he just put a message on Messenger that he's here.
Harry, we miss you. Get here.
No, it's going to be like.
All right. Look at this guy. He comes with the letter H. He's already prepared. He's got his H to present himself. Thank you for lighting that. Does anybody else have a candle they're burning? Anybody else come with a candle? No phone calls. Oh, Harry, here's Gupta. Hold on.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if everyone can speak. I'm here.
Indira.
Who's here? Who's here with me?
Indira.
The new code 1212 is not working.
Yeah, it works. Just put in 1212. Would you like to talk to Harry? I've got him right here on the live call.
Yeah.
Shivambu
Okay.
Brothers.
This is Indira Gupta. She's
Hello.
one of my urine therapy advisors in Boulder. She has a question.
Harry.
Hi.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Hi, Lo.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Gupta. I'm well. How are you?
Well, it is so good to hear your voice. And we are trying to get on the Zoom. Okay, I think.
They're on now. You've just been admitted, Vijay.
Yes, I think it is working now. So, but anyway, we are very happy that we are connecting and we will be in touch. So, and we have some questions for you.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. I just drank some pee.
Okay.
Age urine.
Question
It's amazing.
is people who are taking hypertension medication, like many tablets from regular allopathy, can they be helped with old urine?
Yes, I feel like I'll let other people speak too on that question. But I feel like intuitively and from what I'm aware and what I read and from my own experience, it helps majorly with blood pressure. Your own ultrafiltered blood plasma, fresh urine is great, and especially aged urine. I'm big on aged urine more than fresh urine, although I do respect and love fresh urine too. I know Samuel loves drinking through the nose. I owe Samuel a hell of a lot for promoting drinking through the nose in the community. He's got a lot of us into it. I do that. I should do that more. But for me, the big one is aged urine. Even aged urine up the nose is one I've heard of and tried.
Wow.
But yes, for hypertension, absolutely lowers your blood pressure, keeps you relaxed, calm, makes you feel great, removes depression. Urine therapy is great for depression too. That was for me. That's my story. It helped my depression when I drank my fresh urine at the very beginning. So to answer your question, absolutely for anyone that has hypertension, diabetes, please drink your urine. Yes.
Indira, did Vijay get on yet?
Well, there is no sound. 1212 is happening, but there is no sound.
No, sweetie, you're on. You just got to unmute your microphone and get your camera on.
Okay, you have to get your camera on and unmute the mic.
These guys are 75 years old. Give them some credit.
Wow.
Okay.
Ageless. We are ageless. Yeah, ageless brothers.
We will be listening
Salute.
now. Okay, thank you.
All right, aloha. Much
Okay.
love to you. Okay, that was the Guptas. Who are we missing here? Everybody is on?
Where's Boomy?
Boomy's here.
Yes, I haven't heard him.
Okay, let's start off with the
Hello, hello,
dedication. You almost ready? Harry, what's up?
See you guys. Hey.
Yeah, I'm ready. I just want to say as well, Omad Oren Looper, Dave Phillips is in the house. I'd love him to speak a little bit about his book, Omad Oren Looping, if we get the opportunity and the time.
That's
you,
Dave. Dave, love your book.
Yep,
I'm
Dave
glad
with
you
the
Oh,
like it.
glasses.
thank you. I love your books. I want to say nice haircut, Harry.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Dave.
Yesterday you had long hair and a
Great.
beard. Oh, thank you. You got my book.
Oh,
We
look
will.
at that. Look at that. I've just seen Brother Sage with a book. Whose book is that? Oh, Omad Oren Looping. Hey,
All right,
who's
everybody's
getting
going to
disappointed?
have everyone's going to have a chance to do shameless promoting during the call, so chill out.
Awesome.
All right, get your water. Get your water. I'm going to get the prayer, and we're going to get this party started. Now, I want everybody to take a deep breath. If you're barefoot, shuffle your feet on the ground. We want to bring the earth energy as well as the water element, air, fire. If you got your candle, bada boom, and the water you'll be drinking. I'm going to be saying the sacred water prayer from Native American tradition. And for every line I say, please repeat it. You can drink anytime you want to because you're on your own. Okay. I take this water of life.
I
Take this water of life.
I take this water of life.
I declare it the water of light.
I declare
I
it the
declare
water
it
of
the
life.
water of life.
As I bring this water within this body, it allows me to glow.
As I bring
As
this
I
water,
Bring this water
water into my
Into
into
body.
my body,
into
I
it
my
allow it.
body.
allows me to glow.
I allow it to
It
glow.
allows me. Yeah, you get it. Okay. I take this water of light.
I take this
I
water
take
of
this
light
water of
Take this
light.
water of light.
I declare it the water of God.
and declare it the water
I
of
declare
God.
it the water of God.
I am the master of all that I do and all that I am.
I'm the master of
I
all that I
am
do
the
and
master
all
of
that I
all that
am.
I do and all that I am.
So I am.
So I am.
So I am.
So I wrote all down these notes, and the Spirit says we're gonna just make this up as we go because you guys are superstars in my book and in my heart, and it's just a joy to be on the same stage with you. So I would like everybody here to take about 3 minutes. Tell us how you got into urine therapy, what you're doing now with urine therapy, and anything you want to share about your work with our viewers. Rico, go ahead.
Okay, viewers. Like I said, my name is Rico Mesa, 37 years, ageless old in this universe. Almost like 2.5 years into this type of working on the body. And before I am now 5 years into calisthenics, a way of movement that everybody should can recommend. We have it now about urine. I saw some videos about Monica Schutt, of course, and Andrew Norton Weber. And I was in India for, I think, 2 years ago for a calisthenics event. Then I spoke to some yogis as well about this kind of medication. And immediately I was lost in it, research it. And the reason why is because it's like the coenzymes in it, everything is like plasma. It's the same as your fluid, like in sperm or like blood, you know, it's the most potent stuff there is. And for the people say, yeah, it's like it's not good and it's like it's dirty or whatsoever. It's the perception of the ignorant masses around the world nowadays. And yeah, that's one of the main reasons that I started with. Cured some injuries, bad injuries on my knee as well, with only just like doing urine therapies, fasting, and put like some compress on the spot where it was hurting. And yeah, that is one of the main reasons that I'm here now to speak about urine in general and how it affects sports also.
Okay, Rico, we're
Yeah.
going to move on to the next person. Samuel, please share what you can about your journey.
Yes, so I'm now 43 years young, and I was very blessed to meet a wonderful person called Kelly Ra, that we call him Kelly Ra Saliba. And he introduced to me the wonders of drinking urine through the mouth, the elixir, we call it. And this actually, only at first I drank for a few months, then I started drinking through the nose, because then he discovered the nose drinking of fresh urine through the nose, fresh elixir. And when this happened, my body immediately started to detox at a very heightened rate. And I started to be cleansing from my colon. Water was coming out and detoxing me from pharmaceutical or recreational medicine, recreational drugs, or medicine, you can call them, ecstasy, came flushing out of my body. Within 6 months, I became very slim because my body had to clean this from a lot of parties that I've been to. And then it helped me to develop the muscle now that I'm now using chains to train. And it's got steroids within your own elixir. It has a lot of steroids and it repairs your muscles much faster. It heals your wounds much faster. It stops you from actually aging. You know, my body now, like I have a lot of strength, a lot of vitality. I can go out all night dancing, and then next day I can be active all day, and I feel like my skin is staying very tight. And even at 43, any joints, any situations are just healed very fast, and keeping it nice and young and supple and fresh. So I see that the elixir, drinking your own water, is very much being within your own aura, like your own bubble of elixir that's healing you. It's going, your blood is traveling much faster, much like in the womb. When you're drinking, you're having liquid in your nose and your ears and your eyes for 9 months. It's very similar to that, but it's external now. You can return to that protection.
Thank you, Samuel.
Sustenance.
Thank you. Sorry for interrupting. We got to keep moving here.
Okay.
Dr. Phillips, tell us a little about your journey. Love to hear some.
So can't really add a lot to what's already been said, but yeah, I go way back to Andrew Norton Webber as well. Must be over a decade ago. He's very active in his Facebook groups. And what I'd like to add is the OMAD aspect, 1 meal a day. I'm also very active in the OMAD community. And in the OMAD community, they all know about the benefits that if you go 20 plus hours a day in a fasted state, you get about 2,000% increase in your human growth hormone. And what is left out of that sentence is 2,000% increase in human growth hormone in your urine. And that's how they measure it. So that is all in your urine if you're in 20 plus hours a day in a fasted state. And in the OMAD community, they often talk about what drinks you can have that will not take you out of a fasted state. And really, the truth is, it's only water. You know, pure water is the only drink. Anything else, if it's got vitamins, minerals, or anything like that, then that will take you out of a fasted state. Except the one drink that you can have that's full of, as everyone knows, vitamins, minerals, amino acids, hormones, enzymes, all these good things, stem cells. The only drink that you can have that's got all these things in it, and it will not end your fast, is your own ultrafiltered blood plasma. And it will not end your fast. You do not have an insulin response. And I think doing OMAD without looping your urine is very difficult. But urine does sustain you, it satisfies, you feel satiety. And there's just so many benefits to doing OMAD and urine looping. And I think if you just did OMAD and you drank water for 20 plus hours a day and then just had one meal, it's going to be hard to get all the nutrients you need just doing that. But this is why it works so well. If you loop your urine, you're getting well in excess of all the good nutrients, the things that your body makes. There's over 3,000 known identifiable substances in urine, but I think there's a huge number of as yet unidentified we don't know about, and we don't need to know. Just trust your body.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Phillip. Harry, we're all sitting at the edge of our seat to hear from you. Take it away.
Hi guys, this is Holistic Health for Harry, and 2016 I started my journey into urine. I've always been open-minded, that's the key, guys. I read Martha Christie's Your Own Perfect Medicine through Amazon recommendations. It's like, oh, what is this? I read it in a garden in Birmingham Park, and over a space of a day, and I was just, right, I've got to drink my fresh urine. I drank my fresh urine and realized that I had depression, because as soon as I drank my fresh urine, whoa, my mind opened up. This was just fresh. My consciousness shift. And from that day on, I was super excited because A, I could replicate this medicine because I knew I was endlessly making it for free, and my life changed. And look where we all are together now. That's the power of it. So I got excited. I went on Facebook, added myself to urine therapy groups. And like Rico said, I found out from Monica Shute, I believe she was promoting a lot of the time about aged urine. And this was many months of doing just fresh urine and being excited. I then got myself into aged urine, and now I'm bigger on aged urine myself than fresh urine, although I do think fresh urine is fine. I've written a book, the first book only on aged urine, which is selling really well, and I want more people to talk about it. And I tend to, it's amazing, the wonders of aged. And for people to know, aged urine is way more powerful than fresh urine. People think urine is good. Fresh urine is wonderful, but aged urine is, for me, where it's at, because I can go and take my health a little bit further by drinking less. So aging of urine, and it never spoils. The older it gets, the more powerful it gets. And I am beyond blessed to have found a medicine that is free, that can change the world, that I can fast with. As Dave said, you can do looping on fresh urine, you can do looping with aged urine, you can do aged urine rubs, you can do aged urine enemas, you can take aged or fresh urine, as Samuel Cohen's up the nose, anything. It's all possible with aged urine. There's many different ways to take it into your body. However you get aged or fresh urine in your body, it's all good. We have been programmed to think this is a waste product, and it most definitely is not. And I think it's a conspiracy
Breathe.
to keep unhealthy. So on that
Breathe,
note,
Harry.
thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to add something to Harry's.
I like you, Harry. Yes, fam.
Thanks, Rico.
I
Brilliant.
want to add something to
Brilliant.
the word aged. I don't know if you guys picked up some of my writing, but we're constantly evolving in how we phrase our words and say it in a way that empowers people and they hear it on multiple different levels. And the aged word to me, still for some people, they can't make the gap or make the leap to drinking, sniffing, snorting, or anything about age because of the word age. It
Yes.
associates with an old person who's sick and falling apart and dying. So I've been putting out that we're calling it either the evolving urine because it is a constant state of increasing its potency, or Monica Shute calls it maturing urine.
Mhm.
Yeah, it also already urine. If people say urine or blood plasma, that's also is the mind of the perception what they want to hear. You know, if you say blood plasma, then they like okay, but if you say I'm drinking urine, it's still it's the perception ignorance change for the masses. You know. But
Yep. All right, let's move on to
Okay.
Dr. Bumi Samola. Love to hear some about your journey, brother.
Yeah, cheers to brother. Cheers to everyone. Cheers to every group. I love you.
We love you.
Yeah,
Love you, Bumi.
thank you.
Love you, brother.
love you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, my journey was somehow terrible because in 2017, I believe maybe everything's going to be an end when I discovered and doctor confirmed to me that probably I may have a prostate. And I said, prostate? Wow, it's not possible because about in 2009 to 2010, I had a hemorrhoid pie, which I don't know because of the food I ate. But then, so because I ate the flour products, then I have to go and do the surgery, operation. And doctor warned me after the operation that I have to stop the flour products, that I should not eat it again. You know, I have to change to the fruits and vegetables during the time. Started eating raw fruits, raw vegetables, and leave the food alone because I believe that it's not helping me. Then after that, I survived that. The second one, that prostate want to occur again, I couldn't accept the prostate to occur because I have to go and do the search. What is the problem before I meet my president, Anthony A.K. King, the founder of Water of Life Symposium. Just give me a call. Say, wow, brother, can you loop yourself? I say, yes. Say, okay, started drinking your urine pee. Loop yourself, loop yourself, loop yourself, loop yourself. Wow. I said, okay, let me try. Because I know my grandmom told me that urine is not a poison. Then I'll be testing urine since I was just a baby, like 5, 6, 7 years, you know. And then when I'm 5 years, I have a conversion. My mother give me her own urine during that time. Since then, I have a mentality that
Breaking up, Bumi.
urine is not a poison. Then as I started looping myself.
Hey,
I
Bumi,
started
Bumi,
see
are you
that my
going?
food during that time with no liters in a day.
Connection.
Yeah, it's a connection thing. Hey, listen, Henry, would you like to share some of your journey if you're live with us? Henry Draper, he's out there in Hawaii with Annie.
Hey, yeah, brother. Hey, how's it going? I just
Yeah.
jumped on. I thought you guys were gonna be at like 6:30 our time, and but then I got the time zones wrong, so it works out better actually.
So Harry, we're
Yeah.
asking everybody
Yep.
to give us a quick 2 or 3 minute peek into their journey
Hello?
with urine therapy. Would you like to do that?
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Well, we're giving out. Oh, Henry. Yep. Go
Oh,
for it.
sorry,
Henry.
Harry. You're saying Harry?
No, Henry. I got mugged up too. I think you said the wrong thing. Yeah, Henry.
Henry from Hawaii.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, for me, I started urine therapy a little over a year ago after I did my 30-day juice fast. I was having all these dreams drinking my pee, and so I had known about it for years, and then, you know, resisted it. Then I saw one of Brother Sage's posts in some group like mucusless diet or one of those groups, and about all the health benefits like stem cells and all these awesome things that are in urine, and I was like, oh, okay, so there's my conscious, you know, brain started to understand, and so yeah, I jumped on board, and pretty soon I read Brother Sage's book, and he mentioned Harry Matadine, so I jumped on, and so I was actually already friends with Harry on Facebook, and so I started learning about age urine therapy, and I started doing that pretty quickly, and I was actually smoking some cannabis at the time for whatever reason, and it kind of got me a little bit dehydrated sometimes, and so I would just like naturally reach to aged urine, and I was drinking about a quart of aged urine every day for a couple of months, and yeah, urine therapy has changed my life. I got so much energy, I'm so hydrated, I'm flexible, I'm stronger than ever. I just think it's great. I love the community of people that do urine therapy as well, and it's free, it's fun, there's so many ways to use it, and I just see it coming more and more into the mainstream in the coming years and stuff, and it's just so cool. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Henry. The original idea for this call was to get an update from everybody in major countries where they're practicing urine therapy, because I've been pushing out this envelope for several years now so that we can take it offline and into cities and states and communities where people can meet, support each other, do meetup groups. Now, Christopher knows, he's part of the Shivambu nonprofit here in Boulder. We were having meetup groups at the downtown library. We had up to 8 to 10 people who came out of nowhere because of the subject matter. So it occurred to me, why not do this more places? And you guys are in 5 or 7, whatever countries. There's a way to spread this message even further. It's great that we're on social media. It's great that you guys keep pumping out the content. I love you all for doing that. And I'm looking at ways that we can all collaborate to make this movement more available to the average person who's really new to this. So,
well, I think Brother Sage, it's a good start. It's a good start what you're doing. I think collaborations are going to be key for us in the future. A number of us have written either free books or paid books, and if we've not written books, I know all of you are talking about it a lot with your networks, and I think it's super important. It's something that one of the reasons I moved to Portugal is so we can set up retreats where people can give presentations. Any one of you is welcome to give a presentation or even to visit us and talk about urine therapy. Any one of you is welcome to talk about this wonderful subject, and to be free and to do urine therapy publicly without being ostracized, I think is the dream for me, without being judged by other people, and being around you guys, I feel safe to talk about it and to flow, and I don't often in society. So I feel like we've got a lot of work to do, but I would say, Brother Sage, that I've noticed a huge trend up in terms of the amount of people, even offline, that are interested in urine therapy, that are coming out of nowhere and buying our books and saying thank you and really appreciating our work, and I love it. So that's just me. Thank you.
Yeah, and you will notice that the more you are grounded in your trust and faith in Shivambu, the less you're affected by the criticism, judgment, or negative feedback from other people. As a matter of fact, I notice when I go around town and I start bringing up the subject urine therapy, all of a sudden you can hear people just sigh relief. Oh my God, there's someone I can talk about this with. So there might be people out there looking for you and you don't realize it, because if you put up a blinder, they'll miss you.
Yeah.
Anybody want to jump in on something?
Totally, yes. I'm seeing the benefits now. People are looking for a natural boost their immune system, and they are rejecting a lot of the mainstream or pharmaceutical medicine. They're realizing that they need to trust their intuition and their ancestors and the elements where we can work with nature and our past, you know, our tribe, where we can start to bond and learn about the real true ways of nature, how to heal ourselves. And I'm seeing it as a way of life, you know, like urine therapy or urine therapy is part of the, you know, collection of techniques and ways that combine. And it's one of the essential parts, you know, of urine therapy, just as like the Taoism, you know, with your partner of intimacy, lovemaking, just as breath work now that I'm entering this realms of wonderful, wonderful breath work. And also the chakra awareness and meditation I've learned from Sahaja Yoga meditation that has combined to boost my intuition and gut feeling so that I could trust and feel the benefits of urine therapy, you know, and really see the difference now.
Yeah. I think it's great to hear from all you guys.
Man, we are not drinking cow urine. Remember that. That's the other guys.
This year, no, not yet. But if you keep your body maintaining the proper way, like within fasting, you exercise proper, you do what you have to do, not eating all the garbage from the super grocery stores and that stuff, and you start drinking it already, like cleaning the sinuses, one of the major parts in my objection as well, is to develop that higher standard for yourself, to elevate into better consciousness in the realm you are, and don't offended by people who say, oh, that's dirty. Okay, keep your preservative comments in front of you, research it, and come back. Because, for example, in the sports industry, most people say now, whoa, okay, it's good that you have an outcome. Yes, I don't care because I know it's working, brothers. You've seen my injuries. Most people go 2-3 times go to the hospital doing stuff. I just go chill, fast the fuck off, yeah, put some urine in it, clean my sinuses, do my meditation, and just go in 10 weeks, I'm ready for whatever. So that's the main thing. It's cleaning the sinus very well. Most people, when they eat all the bad stuff, everything when you put into your mouth, first going to your sinuses. So if it's clean up there, up the nose, up your skull, you're gonna elevate and getting into that higher state of mind. So
Yeah, thank you, Rico, and thank you, Sam, because this is the same approach. Christopher goes back to the days of holistic health, and now we call each other wellness practitioners. We've always approached wellness from the 4 pillars of health: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. So when people come up to me and say, well, urine therapy healed diabetes and AIDS and cancer or multiple sclerosis, I say yes and no. If you're not going to do everything else to put your life in balance, it's going to be a little bit healing here, a little bit healing there, until you really get committed and clean up every area of your life.
Discipline. Stick to the script, but do that 4 pillars for sure. Yeah. But there's a lot of there needs to be a lot of ignorance needs to be purified, and I hope that we are here to tell the world that it should be.
Christopher, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Rico, could you just briefly describe your sinus protocol? How you clean your how do you do that?
No, the sinus protocol is also from how Samuel just starts drinking through the nose, but you can do it with like AIDS or with the morning urine. But I prefer just the morning straight when you pee it out, because then it's warm, and it's the same as you clean a tube. You know, when you clean a tube with cold water, the inside doesn't get clean. You get me? But when it's warm, it's your body temperature. You just go for a neti pot, or you look. I'm from Africa. I've got big noses. So for me, it's just like I will put my cup inside. It's just gonna stand up, put my head back in it, and put a little bit of urine as well into my mouth, and then I just put it in, and you feel it's gonna go the way back, and you just wait, and you just sniff just a little bit. Most of the time, you just start to cough. It's coming up. Try a little bit again. Drink again, and then I do just like a cup of this every morning when I just peed it out. And I think the last part I will drink it and just put the intention for a good day and thank everything. Yeah, that's my protocol. Yeah, but you can use it as a neti pot, and you can use it. It depends how good you are in it. Just to put it back, easy words, and just go with the flow of your breath. You know, the breath is going when your belly is going up. You know, you inhale. It's the same way you go inhale when you start to snore it, and then it falls into it. You know, so yeah, that's my way of doing it.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, his audio, for everyone, the audio is not clear. That's okay. All right, I would like to do some honorable mentions here. We're going to take a little moment here to mention the superstars who can't be on this call. And if there's any names I missed, please say their name out loud. Boonmi has already mentioned A.K. Anthony A.K. King. I've got here on the list Dr. Radshak Mal Lodi, who tells us he came up with the term Lodicola. if you've had a chance to talk to him. Dr. Barani, who's been doing this, another guy had it 50 years. Dr. Toller out in France. Dr. David Jubb, you guys had a chance to listen to some of his teaching. Stampana Osentosi, who's out in Botswana. She was going to organize the Botswana conference, but it didn't come through. Widu Shivambu, you guys heard of him, right?
Yeah.
Monica
Yeah,
Stu.
no. Saw it.
All right.
We do.
Stephen Williams of Urinaid. Peter Clayton out of Australia. Troy Casey, I interviewed a couple months ago. He calls himself PP Shivambu when he does comedy routines about drinking pee. And JP Spears, who did a spoof on urine therapy. Can you name anyone else? Oh, Manjeshri Abhinav, who's out in India.
I
Any
We've
mentioned
other-
got to name
Martin-
Monica Shoot.
Yeah.
Monica Shoot.
Monica
Yeah,
Shoot.
of
Monica
course.
Shoot, everyone. Yeah.
Monica, you
Martin
better be
J.
listening.
Lara.
Martin Lara.
Martin
Yes.
J.
Martin
Lara.
Lara's a good one too.
I think Devin the Airbender is more in breath work, but he also do like Shivambu. So shout out to him as
Another
well.
good- Another
Okay,
good name.
let's add
Yeah.
Brian Justice
Brian
And
Justice. Yeah.
Kelly
Devin the Airbender.
and Fabian Farquarian.
Fabian Farquharson,
Yes.
yes. Fabian, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a legend,
Awesome.
yeah. He's a good one.
Lee,
Yeah.
Lee Sampson, who once weighed like 250 pounds, and she healed herself, and she showed all her improvements over the years, and now she's a hot, sexy gal, and she's still preaching urine therapy.
Great.
Yep. Rosalind Hanson too. Rosalind Hanson
Yeah.
knows a lot
Dr.
about urine. My God, she's a right one. She's a right one.
And I'd also mention Sandy Rogers of the Love, Light, and Wellness program. She's the host on that show, and she's always at the conventions with AK and the Water Family of Las Vegas. Great souls. One thing you will notice that when you meet Water Family, there's an instant appreciation and a feeling of family.
Yes.
You don't have to go through a filter, try to profile anybody. You drink your water, I love you. Let's hug.
True to the heart people, you know. Otherwise, you don't do this thing, I think.
Exactly. So let's ask some questions to the panel. Why are you spending so much time teaching and sharing about urine therapy with people? Why are you motivated? What's in it for you? Anybody want to take that?
I'll start. Why do I do urine therapy? Because when something is free and one of the most powerful medicines in the world that can transform the health of everyone, when we live in a sick society where 1 in 2 people is going to get cancer, when you see people on the streets in walking sticks, completely unnecessary, when people can drink their perfect medicine, it's your own perfect medicine, because every moment you're fighting disease, even if it's just cancer. Everyone has a disease going on. Guess what? So when you drink only your fresh urine, it's antidote. Your blood plasma, as Rico said, your blood plasma has got the medicine for you for the diseases you don't even know are coming up. So those diseases will never come up early if you start drinking your fresh, let alone aged urine, because it's got the antidote. It's your perfect medicine. And it's a great title for Mark Christie's book. It's perfect for you. You can drink other people's, but yours is best. And that's why I'll carry on preaching it, because quite frankly, I don't know many things in the world that can transform people's health to the degree that urine therapy and aged urine does. All of them, but just urine is amazing. And I'd say it's God-given. I'd say it's from our creator. It's a gift. It's not an accident. So that's why I carry on talking about it, and I won't stop.
Perfect.
You sound sold. You feel solid to me.
Yeah, I'm in this like you guys forever until I die. And I hope when I die, you guys will come visit my grave and pee on it. That's how I feel about it. I'll be honest.
I will do. Before already.
Okay, Rico,
Before.
you do.
Before. Everyone. But for me, it's the reason, like I said, you know, I'm into sports in general. And just like Harry said, you see people walking around in your neighborhood, walking like sticks. They have injuries. They have unwell being. They're not walking good. They're doing stuff. They are in the matrix, like I said, you know, and how to get out evenly, to just quit for maybe say 21 days, yeah, and only just don't go to the supermarket and just drink your own. You will see the benefits. You will see it. But the perception of urine saying it, I don't care. But most people say, oh, but if I'm talking, okay, let's talk blood plasma because it's potent for maybe overcome cancer or other, then most of the time they're willing to hear it, you know? So it's by us to share this movement and to talk as long as it can with everyone, just on the Zoom or outside, or people who start interested in it, because it's from the Creator. Yeah, nothing from the front. Yeah, so your saliva, the stuff in your ears, of in your eyes, you know, everything in the front is it's not dirty. It's divine, brothers.
Yes, I totally second what he's saying. Yeah, our beings are a tree of life. Yeah, this is a tree of life, and it's a vehicle. When we know how to drive this vehicle properly, then it becomes super. It will become a superman or a superwoman. And when I see people and they're not aware of this, and I want to share this with them in the best way, but not to overload them or push them away. So you see them, maybe there's some aging going on, or there's some like withdrawn looking, or their skin's looking aged, and you want to get through somehow. You want to share this wonderful secret that's within us, and somehow you've got to be able to share that. And everyone's got a lock that you can unlock when you just go within yourself and just speak from your spirit, your true spirit. Yes.
But would you say, and someone can jump on, I just want to get in here real quick. Would you say because everything is being disclosed and revealed about the control of the planet, everything is being brought to the light right now, wouldn't you, and with people having to question everything they were led to believe was true, questioning reality as we have known it, would you think they would also have their mind open up to the possibility that urine is medicine now more than any time?
Yeah, I think it should be, but I think the most concern for the most people is still the fake pandemic. But of course, when you start to talk about this, oh, you got some stress, for example. They go now, oh, they have so much stress because, oh, they're living in fear. They go to the doctor to get prescriptions that doesn't help for the fear. I think if you keep maintaining yourself balance, okay, if you want to stay at home, perfect, just try a urine, okay? But I hope it's gonna have the same shift to, how you say, to understand that not everything what they were said to be true isn't true, because everything is revealing right now. So yeah, I think urine should be, we have to promote, look at this as well, you know? You'd say it's dirty, but it's divine, you know? It's divine, brothers. It's like potent as there's more potency in it than every kind of other juice, you know?
Thank you. I would like, yeah, Viendra, go ahead. Virendra, did you have a comment or a question? Anyway, I would like to address people's questions or concerns about whether they should drink beginning stream, midstream, the end of the stream, or any particular dogma around urine. You see, there are such things as tradition and superstitions. 5,000 years ago, when the Hindus were teaching about urine therapy, they associated the urine in their mind with the symbolic snake, meaning the water was symbolic of the snake, and there was either poison or disaster at the head or the tail. So a lot of people in 2020 who are still following that way of thinking in the books and in the teachings, I've been presenting in a way that's a little bit different than that, because urine is urine. It's the most antibacterial, antifungal, antiseptic, antipathogenic, antiviral product on the planet. So how could any drop of it not be perfect? So a lot
I like
of people,
this, Brother Sage. Brother Sage, I like what you're saying. I personally don't subscribe to dogma. I mean, to me, there's a few dogmas in the community that I want to break free and want to help people with. One of them, aged urine is only on the skin. No, we've learned very soon from Monica and others that aged urine is okay for drinking, but it's okay if you don't want to do it. Because I also support people in whatever way they want to practice aged urine. If you want to go with a dogma, that's fine, but I want to break free of it. As Samuel says, up the nose is, you can't do that up the nose and all this. No, that's not true. And also, Brother Sage, I never forget what you said once. Because I drink from plastic, because massaging too, I use plastic bottles. And you said once, Shivam is more powerful than plastic. Look, plastic's not perfect, but I don't subscribe to dogma. I take in all urines, any urines, all urines are amazing. I don't believe boiling it. You need to boil it for enemas. You can do, for me, you can do urine anyway, even ages with the lid closed. You don't even need to open it like some people believe. So I'm here on my end spreading the word that there is no such thing as dogma when it comes to urine therapy, and any urine from any person fresh is good and healthy and just right for you. Even if you are death's door, and even if you've done chemotherapy, I still recommend you do urine therapy. Even chemo urine is good and will help you and save your life. So that's my belief, and of course I'm open. I don't judge other people for what they believe. I just support my message that all urines are holy and sacred, and there is no dogma on my end.
Thank you. And I'd also like to add to that, Harry, you're right, spot
Yeah.
on with this line of thinking here. We've been talking, Doc Mike, I don't know if you've heard of him yet. He joined our Shivambu group. He's out in Chicago. Well, he reminds me constantly that urine is not specific to age, gender, healthy person, sick person, race, none of that stuff. As a matter of fact, I've drank the urine of some of my male students just to show them. Vandra, can you put yourself on mute? Thank you. Well, Doc Mike has proven over and over again, he has clients who come to see him that have diabetes, cancer, AIDS, multiple sclerosis. A lot of them are female, and he'll drink their urine in front of them to prove to them the medicine is the urine, the disease is what the body's working on, not to get it confused. So let's just realize that it's a universal panacea, and people can let go a lot of their concerns about getting it right.
Yeah.
Because people contact me all the time with questions about how to take it, what protocol.
Yeah.
And what
Same for me.
what I've been teaching a lot of is that urine is an intuitive medicine. Yes, they'll come to us as teachers and therapists and way showers and guides, but ultimately they'll dial into their water and they'll get when to drink it, how to put their foot soaked, do an enema, rinse it in their eyes, drink it up their nose. They'll get our books, they'll learn about it, they'll join the groups, and we just help them move along the journey.
Yes, I'd like to also, I do hear what you're saying about the middle part, that people ask about this. And only because that's how I started, was through the middle path, where just to get the entrance into the very beginning of it, to the sort of initiation of it. But now that we've been doing it, I've been doing it for 20 years, 21 years. Now I can drink all of it, morning, night, afternoon, beginning of it, the middle part, the last part. It's all holy. As Harry said, it's all totally uplifting and healing in every way. Once you love yourself and you put good vibration and good food in yourself, and you resonate with that frequency, then your elixir is going to be resonating with you in every way.
Yeah, true. I also agree with that. I also don't spill nothing or spoil nothing. I also tried it for how to say, to clap in the hands. For example, we got a heart pumping as one of the main stuff to cleanse the liver and then get a good potency out of it. When you start to clap in your hands for at least 2 hours, yeah, after your gallbladder is already drowned, so you have already one glass, but you start to clapping for 2 hours, watch how potency your urine starts to get. It's already potent, but when you can clap 2 hours, and then you're gonna go again to the toilet, what's it going to be? That's the next best thing. But for now, don't spoil nothing. Keep it, store it, drink it, use it.
I'm hearing you. It's all valuable.
Every drop is
Yep.
precious.
Yes.
Yeah, every drop, everyone, every
So
drop.
I love what. Yes.
Go ahead,
I
Sam.
just want to say I love what Omad said. Omad, what about the one meal a day, and about how looping? Because I was fasting for 36 hours, but I was not having my elixir, and this was difficult because then I was getting very withdrawal and drowsy and drained. And now I'm going to do a 36-hour fast, and I'm going to have my elixir now, and I'm really happy what he said today.
Yeah, and Samuel, just to add on to what he said too, and that fasting with urine is a whole different board game, because now we're talking about good diet. Beyond diet, of course, we know fasting is powerful. So when you fast with your own urine, which becomes more powerful when you fast, obviously, because you're cleansing the blood.
Wow.
That takes you to levels that I've heard that I
Next
want
level.
to try in the future. And you will try, Samuel, with your 36-hour fast. It takes you to a level of purity, and it's just so amazing. Well, the wonders of urine. And guys, we haven't even talked about how it's topically, it can save your life. Like, say you get stung by a dangerous poisonous animal, it will save your life. Say you've got a cut or a bruise. Hello, fresh aged urine to the rescue. Hello, if you want really youthful skin, the secret of the models, the secret of pharmaceuticals that they make that work is urine.
Uric
There's
acid.
so many more factors than uric
Sunburn.
acid. I mean, there's so much to urine. It's like a holy
You
wonder.
use it. Yeah.
Sunburns.
Even in Rome.
I go to this hot
Sunburn.
springs where I go to a sunburn. I go to this place where it's a hot springs called Valley View in Colorado. It's clothing optional. So you're walking around naked with 100 naked people. And the people that I come with, they're saying, do you want some SP 34, whatever sunscreen, to put it all over your body so you don't get sunburn? I just smile and laugh at them. I'm going, I got my medicine. I'm not worried about it. So then hours later, they're all bitching and moaning because their skin hurts. And I just go splash pee all over my body. Sting goes away in about 10 minutes. And it's a lovely tan. And they haven't caught on yet.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
So here's a question. Here's a question for you guys. How do you introduce urine therapy? It's a two-part question. How do you introduce urine therapy to what I call newbies who are just starting to pay attention? They're starting to listen to you, but they need to get the step to get into it. So what do you say to them, and how do you baby step them into starting? Anybody want to take that?
For me, I will advise people to do what they can and what they are willing to do, because it's all about them. And some people aren't willing to drink fresh urine straight up. So even if it's baby steps, like, I don't know, when you're sitting on the toilet, if you're a woman, or standing up as a man, just get a little bit on your hands and put it on your skin. You've got a spot there, pull it over your spot and see it disappear. Just fresh urine. Start using it topically. Just play around with it like it's a fun thing and not a disgusting thing, and then see the benefits. Because guess what? When you put urine through the skin, it enters the bloodstream. It's the same bloody thing. It's actually better than drinking it in ways. So, however, I work with people where they're at with it and what they're willing to do. And then once they try it and they get the benefits themselves, then it's an easy roller coaster because they get addicted to it. They're addicted to the state of consciousness that urine gives you. So yes, work with people where they're at, even if it's very slow steps. I don't want to push people, and especially aged urine. That's not an easy step for beginners. Always fresh, unless you're hardcore. Most people start with fresh urine. So recommend fresh urine over aged for most people at the beginning.
Thank you, Harry. Does someone want to add to that? Because I will add to that.
Yeah. I also, you can go.
Okay, what I tell people is to collect some pee and put your pinky in it. And lick your pinky, lick the tip of your pinky, because what you're doing is you're building a mental connection. And their body already has information and energy about the perfect DNA and cellular structure. So when you tip it to their tongue, like homeopathic remedies, all of a sudden their memory starts to come back online. So get that started with them. That's with little baby steps. Or some people just do a dropper bottle full.
Yeah, dropper. I do with the kids with a dropper. For the kids, I do it with a dropper. And because I get a lot of people who are into the sports, but then ask, for example, they all use all the stuff like protein powders and pre-workout and all that stuff, because they have to be amino acids and all that stuff. I say, okay, but why are you paying this bullshit from a factory? Well, you have your own. Yeah, how do you mention that, Rico? I say, okay, the P, and then most of the time you have some schedule sheets from Harvard University. It was just people who are like very high scholar, and they say, okay, what is it? I give them the paper, and then I say, okay, you're gonna pay this, and this is free, and it's more potent. Yeah, how do you do it? Just try it before, because most of the time with pre-workouts, after when people get trained for 1 hour, they'll really get how you say that, drowned in their mouth is dry and everything. But when they drink their own pee in front, instead of the pre-workout, they have no upcoming stuff in it. So I say, okay, just check it. I will show it to you. And then they start to recognize it, and then they will try. But it's like the perception, way of perception. But this is very, some people you have to be like baby steps. Some people you have to do it like, give them the real examination about what is in it. And some people you can say, oh yeah, I see it. And it must be good because it's not questionable no more. But yeah, I'm sticking with that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Samuel.
Yes,
two
I like
questions.
to tell people about, yes.
Two questions.
So
One is how do you help people overcome their resistance to drinking it up the nose? And I'd love to hear your talk about meditation and breath work, how it relates.
Yeah, please. So I do tell people about drinking through the nose first. When I tell them about the elixir, I say that we drink our own water, but we also drink it up the nose and the mouth and put it on the skin. So I give them the complete picture that we've taken it to a level with a nose. And then we also drink coconut water. We also drink fruit juice. We also drink plain water. We drink also wine on occasion, you know, through our nose. So it's not just the urine, just so they know that the opportunities are there. The choices are there, that it's all going to be beneficial for them, and that we've been doing it for many years. And to see you glowing as well, and to see your enthusiasm and your energy levels and your focus and the clarity in your eyes, you know, you're presenting yourself, you know, as the actual front cover, you know, of the elixir. You're their doorway when you talk to them about it. And as Harry said as well, to put it on the skin, to put it on any burns, any cuts, and people then go, okay, maybe my grandma told me about that. This gets them start to awaken themselves, like, wow, this might actually be something real here, you know. And then the second part you just asked me about the nasal. Yeah, what else did you say?
Breath work and meditation.
Yes, breath work and meditation. Okay, so I've recently started doing breath work, and it's been the conscious circular breathing, similar to Wim Hof, but it's been like a laying down on your back and bringing the breath into your belly, up into your chest, and then dropping the exhale. Yeah, but first into the belly, then into the chest, up into the higher chest, yeah, upper chest. So I've now found that with Sahadra yoga meditation and with the breath work, and being aware of drinking my own water and drinking through the nose, it's like I'm getting all the benefits to cleanse and detox my body and my trauma and my emotions, all the chakras. It's like every level is being blessed and cleansed and healed through the water, through the prana, the breath, through the chakras, the kundalini, and also through the Taoism and being the intimacy, either being celibate or being with a partner and respecting the lovemaking and maintaining the life-giving semen essence. So all this combination with the breath work, the prana, when you're doing the breath work, you're channeling the prana into all your vehicle. And when you're doing Sahaja Yoga, you're aligning your chakras so that the prana can go through and the kundalini has the wind behind her that you're bringing in. Yes, so absolute blessing.
Thank you very much. Boonmi, are you still with us?
Yeah, thank you, brother. You know, for me, if I want to introduce a urine therapy to anybody, most especially in my country, it's very hard for them to believe, some people, and some easily believe. If they are on drugs, they will ask you a question. Please, I'm on drug, but the drug will not affect me. I will tell you no, because when I'm using urine therapy, you know, especially I always looping myself, looping, is bring my digestion easy, flush me, clean me up. During that type of looping, I will stop eating food. I will ask them a question. Do you believe yourself? Can you stop your junk food? If you can be able to stop your junk food, you can be able to heal yourself. Because if you cannot avoid to stop that rubbish food you are eating before, you will find it easy. At times, some people told me urine is going to be smelling. I told them, if you change your food, your urine will not smell. Most especially if you cannot be able to be on the someone will tell me it's already with the food. You know, with the addition of the food, they feel hungry. I said that you're hungry. It's your thinking. You are thinking. You are putting your mind to it. If someone say, oh, my body will be shaky if I'm not, the urine will replace the food for you. You will not feel hungry after some days when you started. The first day you just started this thing, you will feel hungry, shaking, but you can be able to cope. You know, during that type of the time your sugar is normal, it will go even feeding yourself a food or your junk food or anything, you'll be on fasting. So it will support you. It will support you during that time. That's how I always tell them, believe yourself and trust yourself. If you believe yourself and you trust yourself, you don't have a problem about urine. Drink all your urine and survive it. Because most of the time, our stomach is the genesis of the problem. You have undigested food when you want to feel the symptoms of sickness, any type of sickness want to happen to you, started from your stomach. You know, if you loop yourself, it will clean it up. But stop food. If you don't stop food, then you are looping yourself. You will not enjoy that your urine. It may be odor, color, or any other thing. But you are using tablets, you are looping yourself. You feel the smelling, the odor of the drugs inside your urine. You will feel the odor when you are using drugs. Know how? You know, I tell them just only things is that just trust yourself and believe yourself that you can do it. Some people follow me. Some people say, no, I can't. You know, it's not force. It's within you.
Perception.
It's depend on you. You know, if you tell them about fresh urine, they don't accept. How do you tell them about age urine? You know, age urine is your mind. It's your mind. Like me, I can keep urine for months, for years. When I go there, I don't feel smelling of urine. The people tell me, oh, it's going to smell. Yes. If you are eating a bad food, your food depends on your urine. Anything you take, you surely reflect in your urine. That's the secret. Trust yourself and heal yourself and survive. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Hey.
Thank you. Much love to you, Bunmi. And one of the things that I got out of what Bunmi said is that when you're walking the talk, and you know this to be true, your faith is at an all-time high. You don't even have to say much about urine therapy. They're going to want to know, what are you doing? Samuel, I've seen you get younger and handsomer over the years. What are you doing? You're drinking your pee up your nose? You look great. I mean, people are going to start asking you, Harry, you don't age. What are you, the ages guru of UK? What's going on? Or Portugal? So just keep sticking to it and just keep doing it. Now, the people who say it doesn't work are not doing this every day. The people who are sticking to it. Now, I wanted to bring up saturation dosing, and something that Christopher and Doc Mike came up with was the term SIP looping. And saturation dosing is what I've been teaching for the last couple of years.
That's why we've got Omador and Loop in here to speak about looping. I don't know if he wants to talk a little bit more about the protocol of looping urine, the specifics of looping and why it's so good. What happens to the urine when it loops? Like, I'd love to know. And
well, it just gets cleaner and cleaner, doesn't it? As everyone knows, you dump the toxins at the liver every time you loop it. I like the illustration of, you know, a distiller. If you distill water once, it comes out quite clean, doesn't it? If you take that distilled water, put it through another cycle, it gets cleaner again. And to get pharmaceutical grade pure water, I think you need about 7 times, and then it's classed as, but if you did it another 7, it'd get more pure again. So every time you loop it, and you can see it, can't you? You can see it, the quality, and it gets cleaner and better every time you loop it. You dump the toxins every time.
So for example, if you, go.
I was referring to a protocol that Christopher and Doc came up to. He calls it SIP looping. Christopher, you want to explain that? Or do you want me to explain it?
Yeah, I will. Well, it's, I mean, Mike, this doctor from Chicago, he said that every time he pees, he takes a sip. And I thought, oh, because I was used to just drinking it in the morning, you know, and I said, okay, I'm going to try that. So every time, you know, especially with the pandemic, I'm home most of the time. Every time I pee, I take a sip of it. And, you know, it's, I noticed it was an increase in level with that. And, you know, it's the reason it's called sip looping is because it's a sip. You know, you don't have to take more sips than that. It's like I'm going to touch in with my body every time I pee. You know, every time I pee, I'm going to be informed by my body of what's going on and what, you know, what my system needs to do in order to be online and be in the best health.
Yeah, it's almost like homeopathic or time-released nutrition into your body. The other side,
the sip is for everyone. It's like you got to sip, or you got to sip, you know?
Or gulp, yes. So the other thing
Well,
For
I
me,
snort
I
it.
will go for a.
Snort
Me
it.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
go ahead, Samuel.
Yeah, take it up the nose. Then you're giving the brain the information that it needs from your body. Even just a little bit of a snort. You don't have to snort much. Just a little. The brain gets a lot of the data from the elixir, and then it knows exactly what the body needs, what it needs to manufacture, what part of the body it needs to work on. It gets all the information.
Yeah,
Just that
true,
split
true,
second.
Samuel.
Hey everybody, I need to leave the call. I just really appreciate you all. It's been great to listen to you and to connect with you. So
Thanks,
Hey,
Christopher.
carry
thanks,
on.
Christopher.
Bye,
Carry
Christopher.
Blessings and abundance, brother.
Love you, brother. Thanks for joining us today. So
Yeah.
the other
I just
thing,
want to add, Brother Sage, I just want to add quickly, one advantage of fresh urine over aged urine, you won't hear me say this ever again, is actually, it's what Samuel, I think if you touched base on, actually it's a feedback system. So whatever's going on in your body in one particular moment of time, aged urine is like, this is 6 months old. Yes, it's powerful, but it's what was going on in my body 6 months ago. I'm having new things going on right now. So when you're doing it up the nose or on the skin or drinking fresh urine, that's updating your system to exactly what you need at any particular moment in time for you to elevate your consciousness at that moment in time to stop those diseases. And why we here doing this work really at the prime cause for everyone to drink it, because diseases are manifesting way too quickly in society. So fresh urine over aged is really good, important protocol feedback system, which I need to do more of to speak for myself. I need to do more fresh urine. It's really
both.
powerful. Don't underestimate the power of fresh
Fresh is
urine,
really good.
however you get it in.
Yeah, I can see
Every
the
day,
power of both.
just every day, brother. Every day.
Yep.
Just combine it.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I just
So-
combine before, after training. Always good.
Okay, so listen, we're gonna go into the movement here and then get to a close here in just a minute here. Saturation dosing, which I've been teaching, which is coming out in this book any day now. The publisher has a few more adjustments to make on grammar, spelling, so thank you for being patient with the birth of the book. Saturation dosing is a way that you can symbolically, physiologically, and biologically return to your mom. Return to the womb, the water bubble, the water world that you lived in. You drank your pee and you snorted up your nose and your body was filled in it. And you came out with this beautiful baby body. So what I've been teaching people is, yes, you can drink it any way you can get it in your body, but the topicals are going to increase the stem cells, the antibiotics, the nutrients going into your blood. And so things that are deeper into your cells, the tissues and toxins, viruses that you're not even thinking about have been stored in there, and emotions that gets liberated as well. So instead of doing incremental changes and using urine kind of like a nursing it, jump in as much as you can and have fun with the saturation version.
Yes, brothers, potent stem cells. Other thing that I want to say is, for example, when you just start to fast as well, within 16, 17 hours, you get it's a physiologically effect in the body when you start to bring the stem cell production going up. When you put then, for example, your aged urine as well for a drink or for rubbing, before you start to go, maybe just jogging or just doing some exercise, it's like you're sitting in a Ferrari. It's like, it's unbelievable. Sometimes I think, oh, when you need the real push, like for explosion, it works so good. So maybe you can try it all when you have some time. Just going immediately for a fast for 16 to 18 hours. Autophagy is kicking in. Rub yourself with aged urine, take one zip, and just do your exercises. You will feel, oh, it's amazing. It's like, yeah,
Yep.
unbelievable.
And if you go over 20 hours, 20 hours.
20
is the
hours as
key.
well. But most of the time, I do it like 16, 17 hours without. And then when you feel the autophagy is going to kick in, then you just go rubbing yourself. So you do like 2 or 3 times in an hour. So 10 minutes wait, do it again, 10 minutes wait, do it again. Then drink, say 1 cup, wait, warm up. You can go for like 2 or 3 hours.
Brilliant. But 20
still
hours,
not-
the studies show, your human growth hormone goes up 2,000% in your urine.
Yeah.
And they can
Is
tell
what
that.
you were saying in
It's
2000?
amazing.
Yes,
2,000%.
that's
Look
right.
it up.
Yes. Yep.
And
it's true what Dave
what they
says. He's
leave
written
out
in
of
his
that
book, and it's
sentence-
true. Science.
Yeah, they say human growth hormone
I
goes up
didn't know it.
2,000%.
I believe it.
But
Yeah.
it's in you. They test it in your urine, so you're looping that 2,000% increase. I mean, it's in the body, and as we know, your urine is a snapshot. It's liquid version of your body.
Yeah, true. It's a snapshot. It's like, yeah. So you say, for example, when you do like 8 and you loop that one within a fast, it's going to be more potent as well, like 2,000 go, 4,000 go. Wow. Then okay. Okay. And
So guys,
in which, yeah.
well, last questions, and we're gonna flip this around and talk about the worldwide movement and what our visions of the future is. But any last comments? Go ahead, go for it.
I'd like to mention about I've been in a few debates about how the kidneys work, and I think most experts agree, don't they, that the kidneys regulate the blood. I know they all say is they bring out the waste, but when you really look at it, they regulate and they taking things out and putting things in. Both. Filter, yeah. But I think it's the liver is the main filter. The liver filters the blood, the kidneys regulate the blood. And the illustration I've heard, which really makes sense to me, when you think of a factory and forklift truck drivers and shelves, and there's shelving units, the kidneys actually have shelves that they store things on. If you've got an excess of something, they can take it out, put it on the storage shelves. You might need it later. And you've got an imbalance, you need something. These forklift trucks can take it off the shelves, and how they put it back into the body, they work really hard to make the finished product, which is the ultrafiltered blood plasma. So they put things into that. And as we know, it's not only things that you've eaten, the body actually manufactures and makes certain substances, some that we know about, some we don't know about yet. And it puts them into the ultrafiltered blood plasma. And this is the finished product that the kidneys work so hard to make. And we know is a lot more than our understanding. What we could even, there's a lot more goes on than we could even understand. And the finished product that it's made, about 90% of that, the finished product, slowly gets back into the blood, and roughly 10%, it could be 8%, something like that, goes to the bladder. Now, one debate I was in with this guy, are you familiar with Lauren Lockman?
Oh,
he's
yeah.
a fasting expert.
Yeah.
He was convinced, he said that the body makes 2 different urines. He said it makes one good one that goes back into the blood, and then it makes a bad one that goes to the bladder. And I've asked another kidney expert, and there's no way that the body makes 2 urines. The body just makes 1 urine. It's just one. It's the exact same. What goes to the bladder is exactly the same as what goes back into the blood. But it's a fascinating subject.
Yes, it is, guys. So you're aware. Thank you. Anything else before we jump into the movement? Okay, there's an international movement, and we are the voices, the cutting edge thinkers, advocates, writers, and so forth. So we are among the resources on the planet. There are Facebook pages, there are social media, the Shivambu Hut, which some of you have heard about, our nonprofit organization, which is the shivambu.org organization. Christopher and Dr. Gupta are part of it, and some other people here in Boulder. We set up this nonprofit to not only raise funds to bring education awareness to the world, but that links us up to the Shivambu Hut, where we have currently 142 members that are sharing content and reading what everyone's posting. So these are ways that we're supporting the movement. And at some point, we want to take a documentary across the planet called the Following the Shivambu Trail and set up hosting tables in downtown plazas and cities and talk about golden plasma water and see if anybody will talk to us. So there's a whole lot of things that are happening on the planet. Anybody who wants to share any of their insights, or where do you see the Shivambu movement going in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I do. I've noticed on YouTube a heavy trend towards 2 things: semen retention and urine therapy. Urine therapies, they're both amazing, but urine therapy is absolutely blowing up on YouTube. And YouTube and social media is an indicator of what's going on in the world. So we are key members. Anyone that's practicing it, preaching it, or just in their small circles of influence, it's going to blow up in the next few years and decades, guys. As with the awakening is happening, it's very obvious the awakening is happening. And it's just, we are on the forefront. We might be ostracized amongst the general public for now, but I see ourselves like the avant-garde, the leaders, the legends of tomorrow. So continue doing what you're doing, continue preaching what you're doing. I will continue mine. I know you guys will. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for it to go mainstream. I'm excited for it to be accepted, and even for that smell to be seen as something amazing, because I like the smell of aged urine, you know, it's an acquired taste. And I'm looking forward to the future. I'm super excited for what everyone's done here. I'm super excited for Samuel and Drinking Through the Nose and his free book. I'm excited for Omad Oren Lupa's book he's written. It's an amazing book. Please buy it. Brother Sage, I'm excited for your book. I bought it. I love that too. And your second one. I'm excited for a lot of things, and there's a good reason to be excited, because this is the one therapy. This is my baby. This is our baby, and we are here to support anyone that wants to get involved with it. And we are the future. I'm just so excited and happy. So thanks.
Oh,
Thanks,
good to
Harry.
hear. Good to
Yes.
hear. Good to hear. Yeah, I like to
Absolutely.
try to stay in contact with all of you guys, and to help represent what you say, like Portugal, to talk, to discuss, to show not
Yes,
all the
Rico.
people, but everyone in sports in general, in how to raise their consciousness. People who are ill, to show them what the benefits are of the urine. And yeah, I'm glad that I've been taking part for this. But universe is giving this. Let's raise up into the Most High, like I say. So thank you for that.
Great. Now, some of people have been asking me if we can do this on a regular basis. This will also lead into an ongoing urine therapy Q&A. If anybody wants to pitch any questions my way, we can set it up as Zoom. If you want to do this, I'll be glad to host a regular session so we can bring more of the public involved. I need some help figuring out how to do that chat field, like a news feed, so we can get questions from the public. So if anybody else wants to host the Zoom, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'd
and
love that, brother. And
like
I just want to say that I see that in the future, you know, as people start to really realize that they're not their bodies through this awakening, you know, and they can just like, they're really just here to like play and learn on earth in a body. And here's Anae wearing her shirt here.
Hello.
Hi, love you. Love
Hey,
you guys.
hey, hello.
Yeah, like that's one thing I
Nice.
like to talk about is how people aren't their bodies, and when you start to drink your own waters, you're actually turning your physical body, which is not you, like on light. You know, your own light is merging with your body, and the body becomes more like your light, which is, you know, a closer representation of yourself to source. You know, so it's just really, really cool, and you know, like it's just so easy to share it when you start to experience it. You know, I just went for a little walk outside. I feel like I'm floating around. You know, it's like, you know, you're in the dream when you're on Shivambu. You're living on your own light, and it's great. Everything just becomes more fun, and it's just so much fun to share it and to see other people, you know, when they actually try it and they come back to me, they're like, oh, I actually tried it. I did an enema, or I did a foot bath, or whatever it was, and I feel great. It's like, yeah, I know you do.
Yes, and some people feel like they have the armor of Shiva around them. You're impenetrable from a virus, an enemy, a germ, a government, an illusion. So I feel like I've got all these masters in charge with energy, thanks to Shivambu. I hope you guys feel the same way.
Yes, golden aura of protection. And I really love what Harry was saying about the community and how this the world is starting to open its eyes gradually, and through YouTube he's able to see that. And I see it as an unstoppable force, you know, that this is like impenetrable and unstoppable, that once you start to elevate yourself and drink through the nose and fast and explore yourself and do the breath work, then it's just, you're going to be glowing so much. Like you said, people will come up to you in the street and just say, what are you practicing? Please share it with me, you know, just automatically.
Yep.
Spontaneously.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We are an unstoppable ocean. Now, the water elements, the beautiful symbolism of the water and the water elements is that it is the ultimate purifier, not only of the physical body, but of the stuck emotions, stuck energy, and any energies or entities that might have attached or implanted in you. You can get rid of those evil bastards and clear them out as well. So any last comments before we close the call tonight? And I love each and every one of you. It's great to share a screen and the stage of life with you again.
Yeah, same
Thanks
again.
very
I want to
much.
thank everyone for letting this interchange taking place. It was a pleasure for me. I hope to get some more info about everything that we have discussed, and maybe we can make a dope edit of this conversation. And Harry, let's keep in contact for Portugal.
Yes.
Maybe we can do some retreats and instead
Yep.
with calisthenics and the way of hosting Shivambu in the movement and everything. So shout out to all of you guys. Thank you for everything, and it was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, everybody.
All right, make sure you send me your website addresses, your Facebook addresses, anything you want in the description of this video, anything you want to promote, whether it's a book, a talk, an event, send it my way, either through private messenger or email. And I'll send this out to you once it's ready to be uploaded, and that way you can play with it and do what you want with it.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everybody.
Brother Said.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Last
guys.
visit to you
Good
guys.
evening.
Thank you.
Thanks,
God
everyone.
bless.
Thank you.
Signing out.
Let
One love.
everybody leave
Signing
in
out.
peace.
Hello.
Thank you.